Hello, my beautiful family. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. When you see me out of gym clothes, it's usually a serious message. So we're going to get right into it. We're very close to summer starting. We know summer starting is means more time spent at the pools. Every summer, this might be my first one doing it on YouTube, but I have this message every June 16th for the past 7 years. Today marks 7 years since, I can't really say we because I didn't know him personally, but since Amir Booker has been gone. And Amir was an 8-year-old kid. I use him as an example every summer to preach this message because every year we lose kids to drowning. If you look up the statistics for just in our country alone, every summer we lose kids to drowning. So my public service announcement to you, YouTube, to you wherever you're coming across this video, please, please, please teach your kids how to swim. Even if you don't do it, put them in some kind of swimming lessons. Even you as an adult, if you don't know how to swim, take swimming lessons. The reason I stress this so much, I've seen adults show up to pools and act as if the pool is the babysitter. For the love of God, drowning is not something loud. Drowning is not something that takes 5-10 minutes. So you're thinking, oh, it'll take a long time so that you can get to them if something happens. The situation that was with Amir, that Amir was involved in, it happened. Amir was gone in a matter of seconds. We were at the pool. He was with his family. Unfortunately, they weren't paying attention to him. We were with our family. We literally got up out of the pool to walk and go get our things. We were away at vacation at a resort. We got out of the pool, walked to grab our things, and turned to start to head to get dinner. By the time we made it, I don't even think we had made it 50 yards, Amir was gone. He was floating, face down in a pool. It happens that fast. The reason I bring this message, or I come with this public service announcement, and part of me wants to be like, you know what, Amir's been gone for 7 years, just let it go. But no, every year I keep hearing of more and more children drowning, and for whatever reason, we are not receiving the message. So I'm going to continue to use, I call him my Bahia angel, because that's where the incident took place in Jamaica. I'm going to continue to use Amir as an example. Let his death not be in vain. For the love of the living God, put your kids, I know we all love water. It's fascinating. But water, as beautiful as it is deadly. I've heard of situations or been involved in situations where kids drowned in a bathtub. It does not take a long time. In a matter of seconds, all it takes is one good gulp. 1 or 2 good gulps, your lungs fill up, and then you're in trouble. So I implore you, I beg you, if you know anyone with kids, your neighborhood kids, whoever, do your family, do your friends, do everyone that service. Put your children in swimming. Please put your children in swimming. And the reason this hit so much, because that was a process for me to get over. And by the grace of God, 7 years later, I'm actually grateful that I can actually stand here and say this without crying. That's healing. It took some time for me to get there. The one thing I will never get over, it seems like, is hearing his mom scream. And she was nowhere near me when she first found out. She was upstairs in the resort, in the hotel room. I think it was like 4 floors up. And a family member went to her and told her what happened. And I'm downstairs with Amir by the pool. And you can hear his mom scream that she's screaming, but it's hitting you here. It's hitting you here. And then she finally comes downstairs and she's there. And losing a child, especially when it's a situation where you come on vacation. They came for a wedding. They came to that resort for a wedding and they end up bringing a body back home. So I don't know how old I'll be when I stop telling this story, but every year, June 16th, 2018 changed my life. And although it was changing it in a way where I kept asking God, why? But God knew why, because as I mentioned, I didn't know the family. They were there on vacation. We were there on vacation. It just so happens that we were the only, it was late. It was maybe 6:30. We were the only two people, the only two families left at the pool. Him and I think 3 other young kids were there with an uncle or whoever that was supposed to be looking at them. That's neither here nor there. I'm not even going to go into the depths. Just know we did CPR for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. That's how long it took the ambulance to get there. That part is over and done with, but I will continue to use my platform, every platform that I have, in preaching this message. Put your kids in swimming, in some kind of swimming class. Get them comfortable in the water. Get them comfortable with being in that environment, because I'm going to close out with this. I will say time and time again, a drowning, whether a child, an adult, an animal, whoever, a drowning does not take 5 minutes. A drowning does not take 10 minutes. A drowning doesn't even take a minute. You can be gone in a matter of 15 seconds. Another thing that's scary, a drowning can happen with a ton of other people in the pool, because that incident, it was just the 2 families. There are other incidences where kids drown and there's a ton of people around them. They don't even really know it's happening. So you can't depend on others to save your child or save you. Put your child in an environment where they can save themselves. I beg you. I do not want anyone else to live through what Amir's family had to live through, what so many other families had to live through, what my family had to live through in dealing with that situation. I don't want to, I'm not going to wish that on anybody. So please, from me to you, this summer 2025, let this be the summer that everybody learns to swim. All kids learn to swim. That way we cut down on the number of deaths. And remember, I said there isn't a summer that has gone by where they have not been a child who did not die by drowning on a U.S. soil. It happens. Don't let that family be yours. Don't let that story be yours. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Be safe, be good, and I'll catch y'all later.